Cowboys headquarters. Today it's a special day for the Cowboys fans as we are going to go deep analyze about the Golden State Warriors' special performance in the previously two games. The Dallas Cowboys have emerged as one of the most team in NFL this season. Their performance has been a mix of aggressive strategy, key acquisitions, and outstanding leadership. At the heart of the success is defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus. Eberflus has been dialing up unconventional five-man fronts, creating confusions for opposing offense. These aggressive setups have allowed defensive tackle Quinnen Williams to break free from blocks and make game-changing plays. The speed and aggression of the defense have been noticeable, but the question remains whether this scheme can constantly disrupt top-tier offenses like that one of the Detroit Lions. Analysts have been watching closely to see if Eberflus' approach can remain effective as teams adapt to the Cowboys' tactics. Quinnen Williams has been a force on the defensive line, benefiting greatly from the five lineman fronts. His ability to penetrate the line and pressure the quarterback has flipped games in Dallas' favor. Opposing teams often struggle to predict his movement, which creates opportunity for the turnovers and big plays. His combination for the strength, speed, and techniques makes him one of the league's most dominant interior defenders. Fans are excited to see how Eberflus continues to maximize Williams' talents while maintaining the overall defensive discipline. Offensively, the Cowboys are focusing on building a dynamic passing attack, and the wide receiver George Pickens has become central to that plan. Reports indicate that George Pickens is pushing toward a massive $153 million deal, and Dallas is evaluating whether to make him their next top-tier receiver, locking Pickens into a contract before his value skyrockets could give the Cowboys a long-term weapon on offense. His speed, route running, and ability to win intellect or contested coaches make him a game changer in the passing game. The decision to secure him now could define Dallas' offense identity for years, but it also carries risk given to the size of the potential investments. While the Pickens represent the future of the Cowboys' offense, John Feliciano's represents stability and experience in the present. Feliciano's addition to the interior offensive line has been crucial in protecting quarterback Dak Prescott. The Cowboys have struggled in recent 3 years with rotating issues at guard and center, which exposed Prescott to pressure and disrupt offensive rhythm. Feliciano's steady presence helps keep the quarterback clean and allows the offensive line to execute a more complex scheme. In the key December games, his leadership on the line will be especially important for the maintaining consistent offensive production and limiting injuries. Dak Prescott's confidence has also been a driving factor in the Cowboys' recent success. After a 3-game stretch in which Dallas defeated both recently poor Super Bowl champions, Prescott believes the team can accomplish anything it sets out to do. His leadership, decision-making, and ability to read the defense inspire the team and elevate overall performance. However, beliefs alone is not enough. The upcoming matchup with the Detroit Lions is a test of whether Prescott optimism translates into tangible success. The Lions are a formidable opponent, and how the Cowboys handle this challenge will indicate whether they can realistically contend for the NFC East title. Defensively, Oberfur's five-man fronts continue to evolve by shifting players, play snap, confusing the offensive line, and disguising pressure scheme. The Cowboys can create mismatches that favor their defensive stars. Linebackers and edge rushers benefit from these arrangements, often forcing hurried throws and mistakes. Analysts argue that the ability to sustain this aggressive approach against higher-level offenses will determine whether Dallas Cowboys defense can maintain a consistency throughout of the playoffs. The single missteps could allow opponents to exploit gaps, but when executed correctly, the scheme has proven nearly impossible to counter. The Cowboys' offensive strategy is equally fascinating. With Dak Prescott at the quarterback, the team relies on the mix of quick passes, deep shots, and strategic run plays to keep defensive off balance. George Pickens' ability to stretch the field vertically gives the Prescott option for the explosive plays. Meanwhile, the offensive line, anchored by George Feliciano, provides enough time for these players and these plays to develop. Success depends on timing, chemistry, and executions. Even one missed assignment or slow reaction can disrupt the rhythm, so precision is critical. Beyond individual talent, team chemistry has played a major role. Players have brought into the system, from Eberflus' defensive scheme to Prescott's leadership style. Young receiver Rienemann and defensive players have stepped up, creating depth and inflexibility. Injuries, which often derails promising season, have been mitigated by the careful rotation and smart personal decision. Veteran leadership, especially from the players like Feliciano, has stabilized critical positions, ensuring that young talent can grow without compromising performances. Looking ahead, the Cowboys face through the challenges. The NFC East remains competitive, with the rival teams vying for the playoffs positioning. Every game against the divisional opponents carries weights, and losses can be costly. The upcoming matchup with the Detroit is pivotal. If Dallas wins, it validates their aggressive defensive strategy, solidifies Prescott's leadership, and strengthens confidence in strategic acquisition like Pickens and Feliciano. A loss, however, would raise questions about sustainability, roster depth, and adaptability against strong disciplined opponents. Strategically, the Cowboys must balance risk and rewards. Aggressive defensive tactics can generate turnovers, but they can also leave the team vulnerable to big plays if miscalculated. On offense, relying on elite wide receiver like Pickens comes with the financial and performances pressure. Protecting the quarterback remains the top priority, and the Cowboys must continue to emphasize line stability. Success in these areas will likely determine whether this season is rememberable as the breakout campaign or missed opportunity. In conclusion, the Dallas Cowboys story this season is one of the bold strategy, calculated risk, emerging talents, Matt Eberflus' innovative defense, George Pickens' potential contract, John Feliciano veteran leadership, and Dak Prescott confidence all intersect to define the team in identity. As the season progresses, each game will test the Cowboys' resilience, adaptability, and cohesion. Fans, analysts, and players like